We bled auto. I mean, this town and GM went hand in hand.
How many years as an auto worker?
30.7 when the plant closed in Janesville.
This GM plant is more than 4 million square feet. It was filled with thousands of workers until it closed just a few years ago. Some of them took buyouts, others moved to GM plants in other states, and others stayed here in Janesville, trying to figure out their place, their job in this once auto town. I first visited Janesville in 2009, right after GM shut its doors here. 3 years later, we found Janesville trying to build back.
It's a town without an identity, a town with more unemployment and more foreclosed homes and more people that want to work that just don't have that option anymore.
They want jobs, and they want good jobs.
Is it still a union town?
That's changed. This is not a union-centered town anymore.
Like it was in '08. It's a heavily Democratic town. You might think it would be a shoo-in for President Obama again, but that's not what we found.
We believe that the country needs to change direction.
We met John and Sharon Decker at a Romney rally here. John worked at the GM plant for 36 years, a materials supervisor.
Conservative Democrats will not vote for Obama. They're going to vote for somebody who can get this town and this country back on the right track.
What candidate provides you more of an economic opportunity to make it?
It's Mitt Romney, no question. What he said today is, I'm going to get back to work. I'm going to get you guys to work. I care about it.
We hear the same thing from President Obama.
But we see Mitt Romney's proved it as governor. He's proved it when he was working with his company.
I know plenty of people who voted for Obama in '08 and are not going to do the same in '12. Like I said, there's just disappointment.
Disappointment that unemployment is still 9% here, even though improved from more than 15% when the plant closed.
I think Obama's real motive was to put union people back to work. It wasn't to save General Motors.
And it didn't save Eric Keene's job on the production line. Since the plant closed, he's been mowing lawns at the local golf course.
Oh, I'm never going to make what I made at GM again.
Still, he supports President Obama and the auto bailout for the jobs it did save.
I believe President Obama is working for the working man. I voted for Reagan twice, okay? Wish I hadn't. Trickle-down economics, where we all wait for a couple of quarters to fall out of the fat guy's pocket, this is why we're where we're at.
At Sunset, Church League Softball, where we met Linda Shatek. Who are you supporting?
Mitt Romney.
For two reasons, she says. His opposition to the auto bailout and what he did for the company where she works now.
What he's done with the Staples store as far as that goes, and how he has
so his record at Bain Capital.
Yes. I don't think that was a bad thing. He's part of the reason I have a job today.
Should we think of this as a swing state now?
Absolutely. Just look what happened in the recall. We've turned into a red state.
You don't see it on the news, but I think it's going to be a swing state.
Our state is really divided, just like the country's divided.
As for this town, it's still suffering and waiting for jobs. Poppy Harlow, CNN, Janesville, Wisconsin.